Do you find yourself starting the day with a clear plan on what to do, only to find yourself defeated by the countless distractions in your midst? If you do, then you are not alone. Many people often find themselves easily sidetracked and end up not getting anything done for the day. Unfortunately, distractions are always there. It might be impossible to get rid of them completely. Thus, instead of getting rid of distractions, it might be best to learn how to manage them. This book teaches us strategies on how to stay focused, despite the noise and distractions surrounding us. By doing so, we will remain on track, accomplish our goals, and live the life we desire. Here are the top 7 lessons from the book Indistractable by Nir Eyal. Lesson 1. Tolerate discomfort. Distraction is our escape from a discomforting reality. For instance, while working on a difficult task, we might feel frustrated with our lack of progress, which prompts us to check our phones to cool down. That is when we fall into the distraction trap. Eyal suggests that we can keep ourselves from being distracted by learning to live through discomforts and sticking to the task until we reach the finish line. Avoiding the difficult task will just delay it, so it's better to push through instead. Being aware of the moments when we easily fall into the distraction trap is also helpful to monitor our actions better and know what to do during those situations. Lesson 2. Make time for things you want to do. One way to prevent ourselves from being distracted is by allocating time for all the tasks and activities we want to do. Eyal calls this traction, or the actions that push us to the things we want to attain in life. To set a specific time for tractions, we could practice time boxing or planning out what to do and when. Having a clear idea of what lies in store for the day can give us direction and focus. The goal here is to know what to do for each period, so that there will be no time left to engage in unnecessary distractions. At the end of each week, we can review how well we remain true to our time box by looking into instances when we could not do the things we intended to because of distractions. By doing this reflection, we can think of strategies we can adapt to cope with distractions better next time. Lesson 3. Make time for yourself. Aside from setting time for essential tasks, it's equally important to set aside time for ourselves. We need to time box a schedule for rest, sleep, exercise, healthy meals, hobbies, nature, and other forms of recreation. We should not forget to spend time with our loved ones to nurture our social connections and sense of belonging. If we do not give ample time to take care of ourselves, our relationships and work lives will suffer. Lesson 4. Make your calendar visible. Another strategy that can help us overcome distractions is making our work calendar visible to our supervisors and colleagues. We may keep a desk calendar and highlight important dates, or we can place post-it notes indicating specific times and dates when we plan to do something important. Making our plans visible to our colleagues can serve as a reminder for them when we should not be disturbed with non-essential tasks. Lesson 5. Use smartphones wisely. One of the most cited distractions is perhaps our smartphone. We use our phones for a wide variety of tasks, both personal and work-related. Although it is useful, it can also easily distract us. One way to help us address this is by managing our phone notifications. We can disable sound notifications and use a Do Not Disturb mode when we do not want to be distracted. We can also delete applications we no longer use, or applications that can easily cause distraction, like games or social media apps. Thus, we should learn to control smartphones and other gadgets, instead of allowing these tools to control us. Lesson 6. Establish pre-commitments. After identifying instances when we are easily distracted, setting a time box, and preparing a distraction-free environment, we can use pre-commitments to keep us from getting distracted and make sure that we stay that way. A pre-commitment involves setting up preventive measures to make sure that we do not engage in unwanted behaviors. For instance, if we want to focus on writing a report and know that internet browsing can easily distract us from the task, we can temporarily disconnect our computer from the internet or use one without an internet connection. This way, we can certainly focus on writing our report, since there will be no way to browse other websites. If we want to study and one of our distractions is conversing with people, we can study elsewhere to focus better. Having these preventive measures tell us how committed we are to accomplishing our tasks and staying indistractable. Lesson 7. Practice self-kindness. Aside from setting time for tasks and preparing an environment conducive for work, we also need to practice being kind to ourselves. What we say to ourselves can also dictate how determined we will be in remaining focused on our tasks. For instance, when we fail to accomplish a goal, we sometimes criticize ourselves and give harsh comments about our performance and our personality as a whole. But doing so may just make us feel discouraged and frustrated. Instead of negative self-talk, we can affirm ourselves and offer kind words, especially when we experience setbacks and failures. In conclusion, this book helps us realize that we're responsible for managing our time and our distractions. We can overcome any distraction by being aware of internal and external factors that trigger distractibility and being more intentional with how we use our time. By being aware of distractions and planning ahead, we can remain focused on accomplishing our goals while having time for the things we want to do in life. Thank you for listening. If you like the book summary and you want to see more in this category, please like and subscribe so I can create more. You can also get a free copy of the entire audiobook by clicking the link in the description. Until next time.